morning all. Today we'll go with chapter acids and bases. Okay. So first of all we'll talk about acids today. Then ongoing we'll go with bases later on. Okay. So acid is nothing but it's a dilute solution. Okay, which is colorless. Okay, which doesn't have any odor, no smell. Okay. When mix it with some other substance, you will have odor, you will have color. Okay, simply which produces OH ions, we can say it. Okay, now, so as it's a basic class of acid, we'll go with the outside or outside knowledge, then we'll come with the textbook. Okay, now acid generally which can dissolve substance, simply definition you can take it as acid which can dissolve the substance. Okay, like let us take H2SO4. Okay, so H2SO4 is nothing but sulfuric acid. Okay, so sulfuric acid H2SO4 is generally known as king of acids. Okay, now why it is king of acids? It's a reason behind. We have other reason, but it is called as king of acid. Okay, because it can dissolve any substance. It can corrode any metal easily. Okay, where its ions are very strong in nature. Okay, okay, this is one thing. Okay, and we have something called as nitric acid. So nitric acid is nothing but again queen of acids. So mostly remember, people or in exams they ask you, competitive exam they'll ask you, what is king of acid, which is H2SO4, and your nitric acid is HNO3 is queen of acid. Okay. Now, how you can define or how you can see that which acid presents where, or how can you easily identify the acid substance acid? Okay, see generally your vegetables, fruits, okay, contain some type of acids. Okay, if you take lemon, okay, you have citric acid, right? So one of the best example we can say is lemon has citric acid. Citric acid in the sense, generally see when you take lemon, okay, you can, people use for a lot of things lemon, right? They use for cleaning also, right? Because of citric acid only it cleans, okay? So lemon, citric acid, if you take tactic acid, which present in tamarind, grapes, tomato also, etc. Okay? So we have malic acid, apples. Okay. So these are the few examples. They have a lot of list behind. So you can go when it is required also. Okay. So there is one where you can see a lot of acids. Now how to identify it's acid or base or any other. Okay. Now we have a lab paper. We call it as litmus paper. Okay, now litmus paper is one type of paper where you can easily identify what is acid, what is base. Okay, now before talking about litmus paper, let us go with the story behind the litmus paper. Okay, now litmus paper generally it is called as pH paper also. It is originated from dye. Okay, it is also called as long nose. Okay, and generally this dye are lichens, extracted from lichens. Okay, lichens you might have idea. Okay, so these are the few names for your litmus paper. Okay, the availability of litmus paper are more. Okay, we have red litmus, yellow litmus, blue litmus. Okay, likewise we have many color litmus paper, but generally we use few litmus papers in laboratory. Okay, Now let us go how your litmus paper act. Okay, your in acid nature, okay, in acid nature, your red litmus turns into blue. Okay, your in acid nature, your red turns into blue. Okay, in base, your blue litmus transfers into red. Okay, so this is one way you need to remember. Okay, next, now easily how to identify. Okay, based on your litmus paper you are identifying, you also have few indicators. You have phenolphthalein indicator. Okay, one of the most important concept, which is phenolphthalein. So phenolphthalein indicator is one, it's a liquid which is in orange color, okay, reddish orange. Okay, so now this indicator, when you mix with some solution, it turns into pink, it turns into yellowish color. Okay, so likewise it turns. Okay, so one example I can give you, if you take cabbage, okay, if you cut it and if you add some phenolphthalein on that, okay, so it turns into yellowish, green yellowish color. And when you take litmus paper, you keep on the paper, vegetable, the cabbage, it also turns into, the paper turns into completely yellow. Okay, if you keep red, then it is yellow. Okay, now generally when you go with your litmus paper, okay, let us take red, blue. Okay, now if the solution is acid, it turns red. If solution is base, it turns blue. Likewise, vice versa can happen. Now when it happening, if it is none of the above, if it is not acid, it is not base. If it is neutral, then it turns into purple color. Getting? So if it is neutral, then it is purple in color. Okay. So there are a lot of examples behind this. Okay, where you can easily do at home. Okay, easily you can buy litmus paper and you can perform these activities at home. Okay. Now quickly we'll see. One activity based on your chapter. Okay. So the material required to perform. The activity are lemon, phenolphthalein indicator, which is pH indicator, followed by knife. Okay, so now what you will do, you will take lemon, like this. After taking, you just cut it into half, which should not be completely cut. Okay, let us take 80% of lemon should be cut. Okay, now add some phenolphthalein indicator in that. Okay, after some time you will see that the phenolphthalein indicator, what you have seen, the lemon turns into red bloodish color. Okay, so it starts pouring out, or pushing out the red blood color type liquid. Okay, so since it's nothing but the phenolphthalein indicator reacts with citric acid, getting up. So citric acid, it just completely mix up the citric acid, and as citric acid, it is completely acid in nature, it mixes up the phenolphthalein. Okay, after mixing, it starts pulling out the liquid. The citric acid starts coming out in the form of red blood color. So we also call this experiment as red blood color acid. Okay, so now this is one example what we have. Okay, so this is easy activity where you can perform in home also. If you buy phenolphthalein, you can do it. Okay, now the question arises here is what happens inside. Okay, simple. As whenever you cut a lemon, you see that the citric acid starts coming out. Okay, because it is completely clubbed inside. Okay, whenever you cut it, it starts coming out. Right. Another thing, when mixed up with phenolphthalein, okay, the acid completely dissolves in citric acid. It mixes up. Okay, and then it starts coming out. So it looks like blood. Okay, you can refer your textbook for easy understanding. If you need to see this video with your textbook, then you can easily understand, and you can make your own sentences here. Easy activity. Okay, so three things you are taking and doing the experiment. Okay, now this is one thing. Another thing, what you can do at home is how to identify your acid natures. You can use your litmus paper. Okay, let us take potato, onion, lemon, these are three. If you take, you can take it, and you can keep on adding litmus paper. Let us take, you keep blue litmus paper on potato, red on onion, again blue and lemon. So likewise you exchange. Okay, after exchanging you can see that there will be difference between these papers. The paper turns in different color, red to blue, blue to red. Okay, so based on that you can identify which is acid and which is base also. Okay, as the Indians told that in acid red turns into blue, in base blue turns into red, so that you can easily remember. Okay, so these are few basics of your first class. Okay, now fruits, vegetables, all you can find your acids, but these all are natural acids. Okay, now artificial acid, if you see, let us make some list of acid and you will also see where they are found. Okay, first of all we'll start with HCl. Okay, so HCl is nothing but hydrochloric acid. Now hydrochloric acid is one acid which presents in your stomach. So a lot of germs, whenever we eat food and all, right, bacteria and all, it goes into stomach, right? So all are killed by stomach. And one thing, for example, you have taken your breakfast early, 6 o'clock, and you are in a school. Okay, so you are in school by 8, and after some time, if you have not taken your interval break, and you have not taken anything, you have not ate anything, the time when it reaches to 11 or 11:30 or 12, okay, your stomach start getting something like running rats in your stomach. You will be so hungry. Okay, you will feel that something is burning in your stomach. Okay, it's because of your hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid plays major role in getting food, making your food digest, killing all the germs, okay, and making your stomach very healthy. This is the scene of hydrochloric acid. Okay, now other one is H2SO4. Sulfuric acid is one thing where you can find in industries. This is completely used for industrial purposes. Okay, dissolving of metal, dissolving of big things, this is used. Okay, and it is very dangerous in nature. You have two different types of acids here. One is diluted, other one is completely pure. Okay, activate acid you can say. Okay, so generally we get diluted acid, and also you can buy from market the complete pure acid. But before buying, we need to give some statement. Okay, so this is mostly extracted, not found. Okay, made. Okay, next HNO3. Nitric acid is one thing, again it is used for your industry purposes. Okay, and mostly hydrochloric acid, HNO3 and all used in battery, manufacturing of battery also. Okay, so these are few acids, and you also have lot of acid. Right, you have ascorbic acid. Okay, you have folic acid. Folic acid is one where you can find in ant. When ant bite you, right, it releases some type of acid. Okay, it is called folic acid. Okay, because of that reason your skin becomes swollen, reddish swollen, right? It is because of that. Okay, we also call them as venom, so which is mostly found in snakes. Okay, so this is again different matter. It may contain acid, it may not contain acid. They contain some intoxinic, okay, or toxinic, completely toxinic materials, and these are different. Okay, so let us not compare, but seems to be same sometimes. Okay, there are few venoms which if goes into your skin, the skin get damaged. Okay, that is one thing. So these are the basic whatever you generally see acids. So mostly you listen hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, HNO3 likewise. So for today we'll stop here, and tomorrow we'll go with few more activities. Okay, I hope you have understood this, and mostly what you need to do is you need to refer the textbook. Okay, after referring the textbook, when you come, when I explain you, it will be easy for you to go with the next concepts. Okay, so these are the basics, and today's homework will be you need to write at least 10 different types of acids which are present in fruits. Okay, thank you all.